Yo, Sabo a beast. This man had money, and he said, fuck that shit, yo. I'm gonna earn my own shit. I'm gonna grind in the dirt, son. I'm gonna get mines my own way, yo. That man Sabo was a gangster, yo. This man had the pimp cane, the pimp hat, the chip too. That man Sabo monster, yo. Yo, what's up, everybody? Anime Central, shampoo, anime comes to life. Anyways, we're about to go ahead and get into this One Piece post-war arc impressions, guys. But before we do that, let me tell you something. Last night, I was actually, I actually looked back at my playlist. My One Piece is a hell of a drug playlist, and I was like, hold on a second. I'm noticing something here. Something's wrong. Something is obviously missing here. And I realized that I never did an impressions for the Alabasta arc. I never did one. Because that was in my first impressions video. Like, it was just like an introductory. It was just me talking about me starting watching One Piece and everything, and then how I saw that it was a very promising show after I saw that whole Alabasta arc and everything. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go back and do that. I think I'm gonna go back and do an impression on Alabasta, but it'll be after I get done with everything else. I've been kind of busy, guys, which is why I couldn't put this video out on Thursday, and I'm not even sure if I'll be able to get it out today on Friday, but we will see. If not, then it'll definitely be out on Saturday, where you can be watching it now or whatever. But anyways, guys, let's get into this. Okay, so first of all, to start off this, everybody's happy that the war's over and everything. Everybody in the world of One Piece, you know, like, oh, Whitebeard's gone, everybody's happy, like, oh, we're gonna be safe now. But what they don't know is that now that Whitebeard's gone, he's not taking over territories no more and all that shit. Everybody is running rampant. Like, there's a whole new slew of pirates that are setting out to sea now. All the pirates that were already out to sea are fucking just like going into other into Whitebeard's territories and shit now and everything, and starting just rain terror and just starting taking over and shit. Now all this fucking shit is happening, right? And Hancock actually finds Luffy and Law in the fucking submarine and shit once they actually ascend. And she's like, look, I want to go ahead and take Luffy to Amazon Lily, pretty much, so that he can rest. They won't think that he'll be there or nothing, and they still see me as like the warlord name and all that stuff, so Luffy will be safe there. So they're like, alright, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna go ahead and make that happen. Jinbei, you know what I'm saying, he's all messed up, but he's the only one that's actually like conscious out of them two. But you know, Law put in that work, that doctor work on him, yo, you know what I'm saying, make sure that man Luffy was still alive and everything, but he was not the hell, he was unconscious like a motherfucker. So anyways, they get to Amazon Lily and everything. All of them are like, they're real hostile and all this stuff. I mean, they're accepting of Luffy, but everybody else, you know what I'm saying, they're like, you know, they can't come onto the island. They gotta stay onto the shore and everything like that. They gotta stay around to the shore. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of them chicks up there that was like, they were like, shit. I mean, come on, let the man on. You know what I'm saying? But especially like the elder and stuff. She was like, no, they gotta, you know, go to the shore and everything, a certain part of the island, so they can stay over there, and then they can chill there. And then we'll bring them food and everything for them. So while Luffy was recuperating and everything, meanwhile at Navy HQ and shit, they're talking about that they can't issue warrants. They can't go ahead and put out wanted posters for all those inmates that escaped Impel Down and all that shit, because they want to keep things under wraps. Because if all that shit got out, people would go even more crazy. But holy shit, like, what's going on here? You know, so that shit was wild. But meanwhile, time passes, Luffy goes ahead and he wakes up and he goes fucking off. Like, he jumps out, he breaks through fucking Law's goddamn submarine shit. Man, he fucking lands in the jungle and shit. Jinbei pretty much goes after him, and Luffy is just a mess, man. Like, he thinks it was all like he wishes that it was all a dream and stuff. He was like, man, did that shit really just happen? Did I lose Ace? And he is just like bawling, guys. Like, he's clawing his fucking fingers into the ground and shit, and he is just crying his ass off. And then Jinbei's like, look, you gotta get it together. You gotta get it together. Think about what you got. Think about what you have left. I understand Ace was your brother and all this stuff, but what do you have left in this life and all this stuff? And Luffy starts thinking about it. He's like, you know what? I got my friends. I got my crew. You know what I'm saying? I'll live for them. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I do have to look forward to. So, you know what I'm saying? Jinbei had to put that knowledge on him. Messing with that knowledge, yo! But fucking Luffy had a fucking like, oh! But that shit was so fucked up, man. Luffy, that's just crazy. But anyways, we're gonna go back in time. This is when they took us back in time. They take us back and they show us more about Ace, Luffy, and your boy Sabo, yo, the little face. Alright, so what they do is they take us 10 years back and they show you how Ace and Luffy initially met and everything. And at first, Ace is very distant. You know what I'm saying? He's very to himself, how it seems, because he goes into the damn city and all this stuff. He goes to these like public areas. He starts asking people about Goldie Roger and stuff, because, you know, he's his son and everything. And everybody's like shitting on him and all this stuff and everything. And because, you know, since his dad was who he was, it impacts him. And being that it is, everybody says like he's gonna be killed on the spot and all this stuff, not knowing that they're actually talking to Goldie Roger's son, you know. So Ace starts a lot of shit. He's always getting in fights and all this stuff. And by the time Luffy gets there, it's still kind of the same deal and everything. It's that they're living with these bandits, these mountain bandits with Don Don and everything. And every day, you know, like Garp, well, first of all, Garp puts him in the care and everything, and Ace is already there because Ace was there prior. And every day Ace heads out to somewhere. No one really knows where he goes and everything. And Luffy, like, he's constantly trying to go after Ace, because he's like, damn, I don't want to be lonely and everything, you know. I think we could be friends and all this shit. So Ace is still going out there, man. Fucking, like, Luffy's trying his hardest to go fucking chase this dude. He's getting cut up, he's getting fucked up and all this shit, and eventually he actually makes it to where Ace is finally going. And then when he actually sees this, is that he's actually meeting up with someone else. His name is Sabo. And this dude, man, he got the pimp cane, the pimp walk, this man gangster, yo. I was like, okay. I was like, this man, like, they're teaming up. What are they doing here? And basically what they're doing is they're going and, like, they're going into pretty much kind of like this wasteland stuff, and where all these other pretty much like the unfortunate people are, you know, they're there and they're like scavenging for different like tools or money or treasure, whatever the case may be there. And also there's people living there as well. So they're going there and they're actually like stealing money and shit, and they're trying to stockpile and gain weight pretty much so that one day they can leave the island and become pirates. That's what Sabo and Ace were doing. So while they're fucking getting all their fucking money together and all this shit, Luffy's around them. They're like, oh, like he's annoying and all this stuff, you know, and everything. You know how Luffy is. And they actually end up, Ace and Sabo actually end up getting some bad tension with the Blue Jam Pirates, and they particularly make some bad tension between the number one of the Blue Jam Pirates, pretty much, which is fucking Portsmouth, right? And he's like, you know what? Nah, we gotta find this damn kid. Like, he's got our money, you know what I'm saying? He's stealing our money, stealing our things. Like, we gotta see what's up with this. So pretty much one day they end up catching up with them three, okay? And Luffy loud as a bitch and everything. Like he ends up getting captured by them and taking them pretty much to their kind of hideout and everything. And Sabo and Ace are like, you know, we gotta move our money. We gotta move where it was at, because Luffy saw it, and you know that he's most likely gonna give us up. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna rat us out and shit, yo. Man, that man Luffy at a young age, yo. He was eating that shit. He was taking that shit, yo. Horseman was like, you. They had fucking Luffy fucking strapped up. He couldn't move and shit, dangling upside down and shit. He was just dangling. And I was just like, God damn, man, this motherfucker's getting his ass whooped. I was like, holy shit, yo, you gonna do this to a little ass kid like this, yo? And of course, people just going at him, yo, black hair. All you see was just blood going everywhere. I was like, God damn, yo. Man, and then we cut back to Ace and Sabo, like, you know what, they moved the stuff. They're like, hold on, like, they haven't came. Then nothing happened. Like, yo, this means that he didn't rat us out. You know what I'm saying? Then Ace is like, oh shit. I'm saying, like, what have we done? Next thing you know, man, Ace and Sabo, you know what I'm saying? They take arms, yo. Sabo get his pimp cane. Ace go ahead and get his pipe, man. They head for the fucking Porsche Me, dog. And they fucking rain on that bitch, yo. Right when Porsche Me was about to dead end this dude, because he was like, alright. He was like, if you ain't talking, Luffy, I'ma kill you. Plain and simple. Man, Ace, Sabo come in. Dude. Man, they put in work on everybody. And Porsche Me, yo. Fucking... They get Luffy, they head back into the forest and everything. Then that's when it was pretty much solidified that Luffy was a part of the crew, yo. It was a fucking trio, is what it is, man. So after that, Sabo's like, you know, we gotta lay low for a while, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get out of this situation, we gotta get out of this area, all this shit, man. So they go ahead and stay with Don and shit. They stay with where they were originally staying at, with the fucking bandits and all that, right? So now with Sabo, Luffy, and Ace chilling there and shit. And the bandits looking at him, Don's looking at him, okay, 1, 2, like, who the hell is this third kid? Like, what the fuck is going on? I ain't taking care of you. But you know what I'm saying? She all good though. She go ahead, take care of him, all that stuff. Everything's good, right? But meanwhile, fucking Blue Jay come off the ship and shit. He's like, hold on, what the fuck's going on here, man? Like, hold on, he's so portion me. You telling me that you let some little fucking rascals deal you in, son? You let them do that to you, son? Plus me like, yo, I'm sorry, man, I'll get him back, man, I'll do it, you know what I'm saying, it won't happen again. He was like, you damn straight, it won't happen again. Boom! Ended that dude like it was nothing, yo. I was just like, God damn, this dude don't play. This dude don't play, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. So, you know what I'm saying, a lot of time passes and everything. Gradually, they're lying low and stuff. They're doing their thing. They're occasionally checking up on their, on the money that they put away on the side and everything, and when they relocated it, just to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, they're not, it's not getting stolen or anything. And while they're out there, they actually met Naguri, and he's a previous pirate and everything. Well, he is a pirate, but he's older now and everything, and he's been there for a while and stuff. And when they meet him, Ace actually gets a lot more insight on his father, and also Naguri actually previously fought Goldie Roger in the past, but he lost and everything. And he helps them actually get stronger, you know, and teaches them how that if they work together, they can actually prevail. If they work alone, you know, like it works against them, you know. So he definitely helped them out. And Naguri actually wanted to go back out to sea himself. And the Ace, Sabo, and Luffy, they had this agreement. They were like, you know what? Because each one of them was like, okay, you're gonna get on my ship, you're gonna get on my ship, and then they couldn't come up with an agreement, so they were all gonna just like disperse and do their own thing, become their own captains. But then they were like, you know what? Let's make a bet. Whoever can kill the mountain beast, that big ass goddamn tiger, is gonna go ahead and be the captain of the ship. And so that was the agreement and everything. And then that day, Naguri was training them and everything, trying to help him out, and he was overseeing everything. And what happened was that individually they can't do it, but when they work together, they handle them in, and they did it. And Ace was the person to give the final blow, but he realized that he didn't do it by himself. You know, his followers need to see him as a captain. He figured out he can't make people, you know, call him captain. People naturally will be like, you know what, you're the captain, we will follow you. You know what I'm saying? It is a value that a captain has, because captains put in work, is what it is. So while Naguri is training everybody, they're helping him build his ship so that he can sail back out to sea and meet up with his crewmates and everything once again. And also, these three, Ace, Sabo, and Luffy, they actually built their own pretty much kind of clubhouse, their own like fucking home in this tree and everything, so that they can live alone and they can fend for themselves, because they would see that they could become stronger as well if they did that also, which did prove to be a positive. So as this all was happening, you know, they were kind of staying very low key and everything, and it turns out that Sabo is actually the son. He's actually a noble. He's the son of a nobleman, and his father actually gets help from Blue Jan, the fucking pirate, to find him and everything. And when they find him, they actually fucking hold down Luffy and Ace and everything. And Sabo's like, don't hurt them, don't hurt them, you know what I'm saying? Like, just let them be, and I'll go with you and all this stuff. So Sabo actually ends up being taken home and shit. And the reason why he left is because they wanted him to live a certain lifestyle. They wanted him, they pretty much were kind of using him in a sense, just for, you know, nobleman benefits and shit like this. And Sabo didn't want to live that way. He wanted to live free. He wanted to live a very open life, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to be a pirate. That's just what it is. And Luffy and Ace were like, you know what I'm saying, they were compelled. They were like, damn, man, we need to go save him and everything. But Ace was kind of like reluctant about it. He was like, you know what, nah, let's stay back, you know, Sabo will be alright, let's chill on it and everything. But it was kind of unsettling for Luffy and everything, right? So at that time, Sabo eventually finds out that the nobles and everything are actually going to be burning down the area where all these people live, all these unfortunate, you know what I'm saying, people who were living. I forgot the exact name of the area. My bad, guys. My bad. But all this off the top of my head. And that's going to be burning it down to kind of get rid of the junk, the waste of the land. And that's really fucked up. Really fucked up. I was like, damn, yo. I was like, you going to just burn all these niggas like that? Like, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And all because there was going to be a celestial dragon coming to visit their kingdom and everything, their island and stuff. And I was like, wow, really? You gonna do that? I was like, that is supremely fucking garbage ass shit right there. So Sabo was like, damn, I gotta warn him, I gotta tell him. So he's like doing everything that he can, but he can't do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, he tries to escape. They tell him, the fucking police around there, they stop him from doing that and everything, and then he end up locked up in his crib. And meanwhile, Luffy and Ace are actually working with Blue Jam to earn some extra money by carrying these cases, and they don't know that inside the cases there's a whole bunch of fucking flammable shit, like explosives and gasoline and all this shit that they're taking around the key areas around where they're at for the plan to actually burn down everything. And the thing is that Blue Jam actually believes, he actually has this kind of agreement with the king that he was going to be able to become a noble if he helps them out by doing it. So the day comes when actually everything is going to be burned to shit. So the day arrives, Sabo can't even warn everybody or nothing. Fucking everybody from the goddamn noblemen, the kingdoms, all that shit, they close off all the gates so people can't get out. So this big ass fire is just confined to this one area on the island, just burning up everything and everybody. And it actually turns out that Dragon, fucking Yvonne, and Kumar are there, yo, and they actually help out a lot of people escaping and everything. And Dragon's there on his ship, and he's like, if you want to be a revolutionary, you know what I'm saying, come with me. And then everybody fucking gets on his ship and everything. He helps a lot of people escape, pretty much everybody. And while that's happening, fucking Blue Jam is actually trying to get out, and they actually strap down Luffy and Ace in the middle of this big ass fire. They stay there and everything. They're all strapped up and shit. Ace actually ends up getting them out of it and everything by unloosening the ropes and shit. And then Blue Jam is actually with his crew actually at the gate, and they're like, and he's knocking on the door like, doo, 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 doo. He's like, hey, let us in. It's Blue Jam. It's Blue Jam Pirates. You know what I'm saying? And then no one's answering. Then he realized that he was played. He was played like a little bitch, yo. I was like, damn. I kind of saw that coming. I was like, there ain't no way a noble is gonna go ahead and make a pirate a fucking noble. You know what I'm saying? No way a king's gonna make a pirate a noble. It ain't gonna happen. But that's what Blue Jam really wanted. He was like, I wanted to be a noble. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't gotta worry about shit. That shit ain't gonna happen. And Blue Jam realized what the deal was. He went back into the fire, saw that Luffy and Ace were set free, and was like, oh hell no. Oh hell nah. You know what I'm saying? Then he was about to put in work on him, pretty much, you know? And then he was like, you know what, you gonna tell me where that treasure is. You gonna tell it to me, you know? And then Luffy was like, I ain't telling you shit, you know? And then Ace was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll go ahead and tell you. It won't even matter anyways, you know? It won't even matter. So he goes ahead, he gives him a map, he tells him where it's at, he said, here, this is where it's at. And then he's like, you know what, you're coming with me. And Ace is like, oh shit, nah, I ain't going with you. And he started struggling and everything. Next thing you know, man, Don, you know what I'm saying, the bandits show up out of nowhere, yo. And they're like, hold up, you gonna let go of Ace, yo. You gonna let go of Luffy and Ace right now, son, yo. Man, they go ahead, man, and then they escape with Luffy and everything, but Don stayed back with Ace and everything. Ace said, I ain't going nowhere, yo. I ain't going fucking nowhere, yo. I'ma handle this dude, man. He fucking threatened me, son. He threatened my boy, he threatened my fucking brother and shit. We brothers, son. He was threatening us like that, yo. Man, he don't turn his back to nobody, yo. Just like his father. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He don't give up, man. Yo, Don stayed back, like, you know what, I'll be responsible for Ace, man. And then Ace and Don go ahead and handle Blue Jam, you know what I'm saying? Don, that fireproof monster, yo! And then after they go ahead and deal him in, man, Don go ahead and make fucking cradle goddamn Ace, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. She goes ahead and is like, look, follow right behind me, you know what I'm saying? Then she fucking runs through the fire like, she get all burnt up and shit. Fucking Ace is right behind her and everything. I was like, oh, fuck. And then Ace actually looks out for her and everything while they're looking for everybody after the fire settles and shit, because and then they're cleaning up after the fire, like they're surprised, like surprisingly there's not really any bodies. You know what I'm saying? They were expecting a lot of bodies, but that's what happened because Dragon pretty much saved everybody and everything from what he was doing and all that stuff. So Ace helped Don survive and everything on their way back to the whole bandit hideout and everything. So that was definitely cool and shit. And then pretty much a few days pass and stuff, and the Celestial Dragon is about to actually come to port on this day, right? And then he's coming to port, man. I'm looking at the Celestial Dragon, I'm like, you fucking bitch. Like, they're just so cocky and such fucking assholes, yo. Fuck them dudes, yo, for real. Like, I hate them motherfuckers, yo. And then Sabo, like you know, he's confined to his room pretty much because he was trying to escape so many times that his parents were like, look, we're gonna go ahead and hire these goddamn security guards from the police and be like, boom, like you ain't going nowhere. So pretty much they're always holding him down and shit. They're always like looking after him and everything, make sure he don't fuck up or try to run away. So he's in his room and he's writing something. You don't know what he's writing, but he's got a little smile on his face and everything, and he knows what's happening. He knows that this will be the only chance that he can go because everybody's attention is going to be on a Celestial Dragon on this day because he's coming into port, and it will be the only chance that he really has a chance to slip away. So as the Celestial Dragon's coming in, they got a whole fleet of people like screaming, cheering, welcome Celestial Dragon, all this shit. Man, next thing you know, there's a ship leaving, and Sabo's on the ship with the fucking pirate flag and everything, right? So I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, damn, he's about to leave. Like, damn, like he's talking about he's about to leave, to be leaving in front of everybody because he kind of had to and stuff. Next thing you know, man, when he gets alongside of that fucking Celestial Dragon ship, yo, This motherfucker is just looking down on everybody like they ain't shit. Man, he takes that fucking bazooka, that rocket launcher, shoots his fucking ship, man. And then Sabo's like, oh shit, like what the fuck happened, man? Like, what the hell are you shooting me? Everybody on the goddamn port is like, yo, what's going on? Like, why is he shooting? Why is he shooting? And then fucking a few of the bandit crews there and everything, and they're like, oh shit, that's Sabo. Like, what the fuck's going on? Man, this fucking slushy old bitch is like, man, you shouldn't be getting in my way, fucking piece of shit, pretty much. And just shoots his ass again. Boom, just completely annihilates the ship. And Sabo is ceased to exist, just gone. And I'm just like, damn, yo, that was Luffy and Ace's boy. That dude was a gangster. How you gonna do that to Sabo, yo? I was like, holy shit, man. I was like, yo, these dudes are gonna take this hard as fuck. Like, hard as shit, man. And then, man, they go ahead and welcome this bitch, this celestial dragon motherfucker. They cut back to the goddamn bandit hideout and stuff. Fucking Don's still all fucked up. She's bandaged up and everything. Ace is there. Ace and Don arrive and everything. She's all fucked up and shit. And then they come back and they tell him the news about what happened. And they're like, look, Sabo, he's gone. And then Ace is going nuts. Ace is like, hold up, what the fuck, yo? It ain't going down like that. I'ma kill that motherfucker. And then Don's holding the bat like, no, you ain't doing nothing. Think about what you're doing. If you go, you're just gonna get yourself killed. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do nothing. Like, and then she straps his ass up to a fucking tree because this dude just can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? Straps him up to a tree, and then next thing you know, there's a letter that was sent to them, and they get the letter and they read it. They unstrap Ace from the tree. Ace goes and reads it and everything. And it turns out Sabo, he wrote them a letter saying that he was going to be leaving early before them because he pretty much had no choice and everything, and he wanted Ace to look after Luffy because he is their younger brother and all that stuff, man. Ace fucking just went in tears, yo. He was like, fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was feeling that shit, yo. I felt that shit hard, yo. I was like, damn, son. And then, like I thought it was great, man. It gave us a lot of in-depth material about their whole past and stuff. I thought it was awesome. And then, you know, Luffy was balling too, man. They were feeling like shit, man. You know, and then they were like, you know, we're gonna become stronger. We're gonna become stronger, so much stronger. We're gonna leave when we come of age and everything. Ace ended up leaving 3 years before Luffy, and then Luffy left on their own and everything, and then so on and so forth from then. And it definitely was awesome. And then we go ahead and skip back to the current time, and what's happening here is that Rayleigh actually arrives on Amazon Lily, and then when he gets there, he's like, hey, where's Straw Hat? Where's he at? And then, you know, Luffy comes up and he's like, hey, it's Rayleigh time, you know what I'm saying? And Jinbei was like, you know Rayleigh, you know? So they start conversing and everything, and it turns out that Rayleigh wants Luffy to do something. He wants him to do something to better off his future for him and his crew, because Rayleigh knows that Luffy has something within him that really can be profound. But after talking to Rayleigh, they actually come up with, Rayleigh actually gives Luffy these suggestions on for what he can do, and they actually come up with a decision. Now, right away, you're not sure what this decision is. I'm like, okay, you know, what's going on here? Because I know Luffy wants to get back to Savvy right away. So, what they end up doing is going back to fucking Marineford. They actually end up going back there to Navy HQ, and they actually, Luffy fucking storms the place, and he actually rings the bell, fucking, this big ass bell 10 times and shit. Basically kind of give his whole sentiments and everything about what happened. And then there's tons of fucking news reporters there and shit, right? And they're like, oh, it's gonna be a hell of a shot and all this shit. And fucking Luffy's just standing there like this, and he's got his he's got like these numbers on his arm and everything. And what it was is that it was an attempt to give out a message to his crewmates, telling them exactly when they're gonna meet up again. And everybody sees sees these newspapers periodically. The first time they saw it, they were like, oh my god, like Luffy was in, you know what I'm saying, in the war and everything. Like, holy shit, like they're very frantic about leaving right away to meet Luffy. But then once they see this updated news with Luffy's with the numbers on his arms and everything. Like, okay, like they understand exactly what's going on, and everybody kind of settles down. You know, Nami settles down. She goes ahead and she stays with Arya to try to learn everything that she can about the weather and stuff. And Brooke hits him with that bone to be wild, yo, you know what I'm saying? And then goddamn Usopp, he trains hard as shit to work out and get stronger and everything under Hercules and shit. Zoro actually goes ahead and he asks Hawkeye to train him and everything. He swallows his pride for the sake of someone else, and Hawkeye sees that, so he's like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do this for him. And Hawkeye ends up training him and everything to become a beastly fucking swordsman. Yo, he was already a monster, now he's about to be a beast. Chopper goes ahead and stays where he's at with all the fucking big ass birds and all this shit to become even more of a medicinal monster, yo! That medical monster, yo! He goes ahead, he's got this big ass library. You know what I'm saying? He was thinking that they were fucking stupid as shit, but it turns out that he was like, you know what, there's more to BCI to them, because their weapons are actually kind of advanced and all this stuff. So they're, you know, he's doing whole research and everything, become more of a medical monster. Fucking Sanji goes ahead and accepts that challenge, you know what I'm saying, from Yvonne, and he goes ahead, he goes on his journey through hell with all these fucking drag queen motherfuckers to become stronger himself. So everything seems all good. Robin, she's with the Revolutionary Army still and everything, and she's trying to become stronger in her own means and everything. And when they show her backstory, yo, you know what I'm saying, I felt like watching fucking 8207 and Ennis Lobby all over again. I was like, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, man, I never thought I would want to get stronger for someone else. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's what I'm talking about. So that's what was going on with that, man. And then Luffy, after they left Marineford and got all that message out, they went to this pretty much this kind of deserted island, him and Rayleigh. And meanwhile, while this is happening, all the other supernovas, they're like doing their own thing, like except for Law, he's chilling. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna wait for our time. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not be hasty, you know what I'm saying? Let's chill out. We're gonna wait for our time to go ahead and advance. You know what I'm saying? Law, smart ass dude. Meanwhile, Kid and everybody else and Drake, you know, they're advancing, they're doing what they do. And Blackbeard, he's on this island and shit with his crew, and he's actually got fucking Jewelry Bonnie fucking strapped up and shit, and he's actually gonna fucking give her up for trading for a goddamn warship. But next thing you know, Akainu's the one coming in on the warship. Like, oh shit, he's not gonna give us no warship for her and shit. He's gonna come here and try to murk us. You know what I'm saying? Looking like a boss coming at him, right? I was like, oh shit. But then Blackbeard looked at Bonnie like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're pretty fine. You know, like, hey, I'll take you with us if you be my girl. You know what I'm saying? Bonnie's like, man, fuck that shit. Kicks the shit out of him. He goes flying back. He's like, all right then, whatever. So they all, the double B pirates, man, they end up leaving and everything. And then Bonnie's still strapped up there, and Akainu's like, you know, your ass is mine. So he ends up fucking taking her. And then they jet back to Rayleigh and goddamn Luffy. Rayleigh's actually there to teach him about hockey, and pretty much the three hockeys, which is observation, armament, and the one that a lot of people do not have and very few people do have, which is Conqueror hockey. And he pretty much tries to train him to hone his skills together, and saying that he's going to be here for 2 years. And the other Straw Hats find out from the newspaper that they're going to meet up at Saturday in 2 years. Zoro was the one that took forever to find out. He was like, there's something going on here. Like, I know, I can decipher this. Like, what's it going to be? He was like, just hold the paper a little bit longer, Perona. Hold it longer. I was like, okay, Zoro, keep trying, dog. Keep trying. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Use them deductive skills, son. But but anyways, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys, man. It turns out that Luffy starts handling shit, man. I seen a little bit of Beyond It, but I'll get into another video, guys. And I was just like, wow, man, this was a monster. And Rayleigh is a beast, man. Like, that hockey shit is crazy, without a doubt. And I can't wait to see exactly what is going to ensue after this, and how beastly everybody is really going to get and be. Definitely. But anyways, guys, that was the impression for this arc. This arc was very kind of chill. It had a very even pacing to it. There was nothing throughout the arc that was really like, you know what I'm saying? But it was still very good. It was very entertaining. I did enjoy it, and I love the fact that I got more information about the backstory with Ace and Luffy and everything, and how they became brothers, you know, and how they had their bond, and who Sabo was and everything, and how they met their actual dreams of being pirates. So that was awesome, guys. I loved it. Very entertaining. This shit is just dope, man. This is One Piece without a doubt. But anyways, guys, Shampoo, Anime Central, y'all know what the deal is. Look out for the Alabasta arc impressions sometime in the near future. It'll be most likely after I fully catch up with everything else. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, guys. Leave me your comments below if you think I should just continue watching the episodes all the way until I catch up, or just start reading now, because I'm still really unsure. I'm really unsure about it, guys. I really want to know what you guys truly do think I should do, because I'm still kind of stuck. I'm still kind of stuck right now. So guys, let me know. Holla at y'all later. Thanks for watching like always. Appreciate it, guys. Peace.